Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we listen to all of their records and we rank them from worst to best. But before we do that, we get into the 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge, which I did not do today. I forget every dang week. But yeah, while you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell your friends. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button, share all the posts. My name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. And that's all I got for the boring intro. So let's get into this. If you didn't already know, we're getting into Everclear. We listen to all of their records, and we're ranking all 10 of them. I'm doing all 10 Everclear records. What?
Yeah, I don't care. I was already bored with what you're saying. So what I was thinking is it was from Blank Check. You ever seen the movie Blank Check?
Yes.
You like the movie Blank Check.
I've seen Blank Check.
It's fine.
I remember watching it
okay.
a lot when I was a kid.
That's all right.
Man, you are... Before we even started potty.
So in the movie Blank Check, there's a part where he says the eagle has landed. The horse is in the barn. The chicken, and he goes, is in the pot. That's
is a deep cut. That is, how do you remember that? That movie's not even that good, dude.
It's just always stuck with me. Remember, he gives him what did he give him, like $1 million? He buys a fucking castle.
Well, he doesn't give him. He writes him a blank check, and then he writes $1 million in it and cashes it. And then he buys this fucking mansion in like Beverly Hills and has like a full-on arcade
roller coaster and like for $1 million, bro. Come on. I mean, I guess that was in the 90s, so maybe you could afford that.
Even then. So
that was the part when you chicken is in the pot. But yeah, okay, good. I did my Tom DeLonge.
You did. Okay, then what do you got for the 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge? Go.
I did 3.
Jesus. Okay.
I did 3 because I'm just so excited to be here. So these are all. I don't know. None of these are really technically confirmed, but I saw multiple sources online, therefore they're confirmed. So number 1.
Okay.
Janine Lindemulder. If you don't know her, she is Enema of the State girl.
Mm-hmm.
She is supposedly in the music video that Everclear did of The Boys Are Back in Town for the Detroit Rock City movie. But she's just one of the dancers on stage. So there was one there.
Okay. That works. That works.
Here's another one. Well, I looked at her IMDb and it didn't list it there, but her IMDb is pretty much just all pornos anyway. So I don't know what to believe. Also, supposedly the blonde girl from Damn It, is also the blonde girl in Everything for Everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay. All right.
That one I could only confirm via 2 like fan forums that are now defunct from Everclear. One is whitelightning.org. And here's a third one. This is just something that I thought was kind of funny. From what I could tell and what I could dig up in the pictures that I saw, Art was doing the blonde hair with wearing a suit thing well before Feldy.
Well, yeah.
And I think that's just hilarious.
I don't think Feldy started doing that until like 2010 or like mid 2000s or something.
No, he did it way earlier than that.
Was he really? Okay.
Oh yeah. Right. Oh yeah. Because even on like like 94 was Mabel, Goldfingers. Like late 90s.
He was doing that shit?
He was doing it? Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then I went and looked at the video for Mabel and thought it looks cool on Mabel, man. He's like super skinny, shirtless, kind of spiky hair, fucking doing this thing around. It was cool.
It was when he got the fake teeth that he started to look kind of like, is this the same guy?
It was probably then and probably like when Superman blew up and they got some big kid money instead of like bunker money. Or I don't know if they got any money, to be honest, but
I doubt they got any money because I remember Josh Freese was talking about with the Vandals song. He sold all of his publishing and writing rights to that game. Like they paid him like one lump sum and for no royalties. So he's talked about like he's got like no money from that or they got like no money from
sense. That. I get it.
Because I mean, but like nobody knew that game was going to blow up.
Interest in your band, yeah. Exactly. It garners interest in your band, and like, how many times you do that to a game that just doesn't go anywhere, or a movie that just doesn't go anywhere? So fuck off, whatever. All right. Anyway, that's all I got for the blanks. I thought those were kind of interesting.
The 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge.
6 degrees of Tom DeLonge.
There you go. So like I said, we're doing the 10 Everclear records. We actually switched out the compilation of the Return to Santa Monica, which it's a compilation of re-recorded music, and we swapped that out for the covers record, the Las Vegas one. forgot what is it? Is it just called Las Vegas? I don't remember. But so that's what we're doing. 10 records. So let's get into their worst album. What do you got, Jeff? Go.
What is the Vegas years? That's
The
what it's
Vegas
called.
years,
Yeah.
Hey. What do you got?
Yeah. So yeah, the worst of Everclear, and there's a lot of worst, but the worst I thought was Welcome to the Drama Club, their 7th record, 2006. The band is all gone. Like everyone's gone. This is all new people, but really, like, who cares? Because it's art's show anyway. But this is dumb, dude. This is just like, this is the most mediocre Everclear has ever been outside of their first record, but at least their first record has charm.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad, bordering on mediocre. There was not one song on here that I thought, okay, here it is. Here is like the single. Here's something I can get into. This is bad. This is bad writing by a guy who can write good fucking pop songs.
Agreed. All right, no banger?
No banger, not even a 1.
Not even a 1. So yeah, we have a 3-point, our world famous 3-point rating system where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album, you're going to continue to listen to it. 1's a bad album, give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So yeah, when you hear the numbers being thrown around like that, that's what they mean. So my number 10 is Black is the New Black. The suit is not black. Yeah,
that's crazy.
This is their latest record, came out in 2015, got no banger. I think this is the heaviest record they've done since the first 2 records, but it has that really slick kind of wall of sound, just guitars and production, and it's very, very slick sounding, and it just doesn't sound very good. And there are some parts and songs that sound like John Feldman produced it and co-wrote it, but I looked it up and he had nothing to do with this record. They'd probably hate each other anyway, Art and Feldy. Their fucking egos clashing and shit. There's no way those guys get along. But yeah, this record is it's boring. They've ditched quite a bit of their straight up pop rock sound, and I don't know what they were trying to do with this. It doesn't make sense. There's some worship sounding shit on here. It's bad. This record's just fucking bad.
They've done a lot of that shit.
Yeah,
too.
this record's just straight up bad, man. There's nothing good about this, and I was exhausted at this point. So Black is the New Black. Is my number 10. What do you got for number 9?
Slow Motion Daydream, 6th record, 2003. The Secret song was cool because honestly, I have no recollection of this record whatsoever. But the Secret song was cool because it was like a cool pop rock tune after a lot of silence. And so I was like, oh shit, the record's over. And then I liked that song because I guess I went to focus again. But I did actually try to focus on this one because after I split them up after the compilation thing, or the songs from a movie, volume 1 and 2, I was like, I gotta take a fucking break. So I came back to this one much later on, and I have no recollection of this whatsoever.
Oh man,
at all.
Oh man. All right, my number 9 is Invisible Stars. Their record from 2012, second to last record out, and this is just forgettable. Honestly, just forgettable. I almost said filter. Forgettable Everclear. And there's a lot of pop country, like contemporary pop country sounds on this record. There's worship sounding stuff on here. I can't stand it. I just can't stand it. There aren't like full blown songs in those styles, but you'll hear tinges of it in the melody, in certain melodies and choruses. And the only memorable part are the bad parts, and those are the bad parts. Otherwise, this record just falls completely flat. Should never have made it. Honestly, just should have never made it. So. Number 9 is Invisible Stars from 2012. What do you got for number 8?
Invisible Stars, baby.
There we go.
Yeah, I agree. It's very pop punky in the beginning. The first 3 tracks ish, very, very pop punky, very fun. Not great, but something I can, coming off of like Welcome to the Drama Club, I was like, fuck yeah. Now we're getting back into something I can enjoy. And the middle part slowed down to like a halt and turned into like Choir Boy shit. And I was just like, what the fuck is this? This is stupid. This is dumb. You're not even good at this sound, which I don't think really many people are good at this sound. Dustin Grenzu talking to you. So this album just is fucking, this is also sub 1 too. Like we're not even at the fucking, not even close to being a 1 yet.
Oh yeah. I'm sub 1 right now too. You don't need to listen to these records. And that goes along with my, what?
I also did put together volume 1 and 2. I just put one ahead of the other, but they're back to back.
Mine
so.
are too. Yeah, mine are too.
Okay.
They have to be.
So when you get there, just do the whole thing at once, and I'll do the whole thing at once. It's probably coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, probably. So my number 8 is Slow Motion Daydream. Sub 1 for me still. This is their 5th record from 2003. I agree with you. This record is forgettable. Just zoned out. The songs are very, very vanilla. They did try to go for more of a rock based thing, because they kind of shied away from that on the 2-parter album. What is it? American Volume. What is it?
Songs from an American Movie Volume 1, Learning How to Smile. Songs from American Movie Volume 2, Good Times for a Bad Attitude.
So annoying. But it took a little bit more of a harder edge on this record, but it just fell fucking flat. And this is where you begin to hear the tinges of or bits of modern pop country thrown into some of those melodies. And it sucks. It just sucks, man. That's not a good style of music. I don't make the rules. So Slow Motion Daydream, my number 8.
Slow motion for me.
That's a banger, dude. So what's your number 7? Go.
Oh, that's a juicy fucking lime right there. I barely even put it in my mouth. And that's a freshie. Just got these ones yesterday. God damn, that's a juicy one. Juicy bits. So 7 is Songs from American Movie Volume 2, Good Times for a Bad Attitude. And my number 6 is Songs from American Movie Volume 1, Learning How to Smile.
Okay.
They should have put these together and made an EP. Like, that would have been cool. Because from Volume 2, the song All Fucked Up, that's a fucking badass song. That was a cool, like, punky, grungy Nirvana sounding song that was really, really cool. But if you put that on the same EP as like Wonderful, because Wonderful's a good fucking song too. It's a good song.
Great song.
It's classic Everclear. That is the sound that they've perfected, and that's the sound that everybody knows. So it's a little cheesy and played out, but it's still a good song. And if you just put both of those songs on an EP and maybe took like the top 5 of the other 2 records on there, dude, you'd have a banger of an EP here. One that like maybe
an EP or an actual like full length record.
No, an EP. Because these are fucking dumb, dude. Most of these songs are absolutely atrocious, especially Volume 1.
Mm-hmm.
Even though Volume 1's ranked higher than Volume 2 for me, but that's just because of Wonderful. But they do a cover of Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison, which is absolutely fucking garbage.
It's stupid. It's just dumb.
It's not even like okay, like it was a throwaway. It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, you guys fucked that song. Garbage.
All right, my number 7 is Welcome to the Drama Club, boys. 6th record from 2006. Once again, no banger. We're still sub 1, baby. Still sub 1. This is just a little better than the last record. It's still pop rock, little less pop country in parts, but really it's really, really, I mean, honestly, you could honestly switch out the both of them. But I will say about this record, there's a lot of organ thrown in subtly onto this record. So that's always nice. I'm a sucker for the organ too. I love the organs.
They do so fucking much. The entire like discography. There's that dude Rami Malek, or whatever the fuck the guy's name is.
That's the guy from the Foo Fighters.
Yeah,
was he in this band too?
Dude, shut up. For the album of the week, yeah.
Oh, was he? I didn't even realize that.
First like 3 albums, I think.
Oh no shit! I didn't even realize that. Wow.
Yeah, it's him.
Wow. You're right. Yeah, Rami Jaffe.
Jaffe.
Yeah.
David Jaffe.
David Jaffe.
Brother.
David Jaffe. We haven't done that in a long time. Ooh.
David Jaffe.
That is a throwback. So yes. Oh, so my number 7 is Welcome to the Drama Club. What do you got for number 6? Go.
My number 6 was just Volume 1.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
it's only higher because of Wonderful. That is it.
That's right. So my number 6 is The Vegas Years from 2008. This is a covers record. I didn't think they did any of these covers.
We're not doing The Vegas Years.
No, we're not doing Return to Santa Monica.
Okay, well, I did the opposite.
Oh, you did?
Right. Yeah.
That's okay, fine. Then we'll just keep it that way. Not like it fucking matters because they're all ranked.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're all fucking.
Because of fucking shit.
Yeah. So yeah, this one, it's a covers record. I don't think any of the covers are that great. I think some of the song choices were cool, but they didn't really do much that made me care. I don't know. But anyway, The Vegas Years covers record, my number 6. What do you got for number 5?
I guess since I didn't rank The Vegas Years, I will. You didn't
know.
You didn't know.
So what were you going to say about The Vegas Years?
I don't remember. Oh yeah, except for except for that it was cool choices. Some of the songs I thought would have been fun for them to do and easy, like the Jenny song. I was like, oh, that's like an easy song they can fucking church up and make their own. But like, nah, they did nothing to make these songs unique.
I know.
And I hate when bands just don't do anything for the originals. Don't like it.
All right. So my number, then what's your number 5?
Number 5 is Black is the New Black.
Black
is the New Black. And here's why. I'm gonna tell you why. Here's why this is so high. I'm gonna tell you why.
Why?
We're at a 1. I give this a 1 because this is so unique for them. This is so much different than anything they've ever done. This is the heaviest they've done. There's nothing they've done, even in their first record, that is this heavy, this crunchy. This is like a band full of dads and old guys playing 80s hair metal covers at a bar. That's what this sounds like. And it's not good. It's not fun, right? There's no like banger from here. And like, yeah, it's fucking polished as hell. But it's still really, really different. And for that, it gets a 1.
So that's it. That's all you got.
That's all I got. That's it.
It's still not a good record.
No, it's terrible.
But you would recommend somebody listen to this album, and then just once.
Like this was I was happy that I listened to this. It's like, oh, okay, that was really fun. I'm gonna go do something else now and forget about this ever existed.
All right. This is where I hit one out of 3. My number five this week is Songs for an American Movie Volume 2, Good Time for a Bad Attitude. And then my number 4 subsequently is Volume 1, Learning How to Smile. I agree with you. You could have done like a solid 10-song album, 12-song album, maybe. Pretty damn solid. I mean, definitely, yeah, 5-song EP, absolutely. But you could really honestly get away with a 10-song record and be okay. Wonderful is my banger. I think this song, I've always loved this song. It's perfect pop Everclear. This is the best pop song, like a straight up pop song they've ever done, hands down. But yeah, it's way too long. Each record's like 45 minutes to 50 minutes long, and it's just filled with just mediocre kind of chud at times. I just don't. It's just too much. I mean, the second album are just the B-sides from the first one, and it's a little bit edgier, I don't want to say heavier, but just a little bit edgier than the first one. But even still, it doesn't go anywhere. I just don't care. Just zoned out after the first 3 records, and then you get this. Man, they were really trying to. After the Santa Monica song, they were just really trying to strike gold again with the pop rock stuff, and they did with Wonderful and a few other songs on here. But otherwise, that's how they spent the rest of their career, is trying to recreate Santa Monica and recreate Father of Mine and Wonderful. That's Everclear. Since 2000, that's what they've been trying to do. Okay, so
reel it in here. Reel it in a little bit.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true though.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, but like
I don't think
they're trying to recreate anything, because I mean, Santa Monica is not that much different from Wonderful anyway. They're not.
And that's something I'll get into on the main episode.
But that's fine. That is fine. That's fine, dude. And then we'll talk about that too later on.
One trick pony. Anyway, so that's my number 5, and then also my number 4. So what do you got for number 4?
Number 4, Return to Santa Monica. Since you did the covers one, I did Return to Santa Monica, and this is a compilation, and there's covers on here, and this is a 1 too. Not even, I don't know, man. This is bad. This is fucking
Why would you
bad.
even rank it this high? All you do is talk shit about bands who re-record records and re-record songs. That's all you do is talk shit about it.
Because I feel like if I was stuck on like a desert island and someone says, "Hey, you can choose one Everclear album that isn't their first 3," I'd probably choose this one.
Or their greatest hits.
But this is kind of like a greatest hits. But like we did this album on the rankings, I thought, and that's why I put this here, because I just thought like I would take this over anything else, because even though they fucking butchered Santa Monica, at least I still get a version of Santa Monica with this one. So that's the only reason why it's so high. But I would probably put this below Black is the New Black. But this is dumb, dude. They ruined these fucking songs. Like they're
not good.
There is no charm to any of their re-recordings. And their covers are terrible. They did a cover of the Steve Miller Band, The Joker. That's what I think. And goddamn, another fucking Brown Eyed Girl listen too. Like I listened to that song like 4 times I think this week.
It's a good song, the original, but that's about it. All right, so yeah, then what's your
3, baby?
With 3, yeah, what's your 3?
World of Noise, Bring the Noise. Their first record, 93. And I watched him do an interview with somebody. I don't know if it was somebody I didn't care about. It was kind of annoying too. But Art told a story that this was recorded when he was living in California somewhere, and he saw a dude acting super shady, going in and out of a basement over and over. And Art was like, "Oh, that's a drug dealer for sure." And so, like, being an ex-drug addict, he went over and just like started talking to him. And he's like, "No, dude, I own a studio. Like, I'm just going in there to like put touches on something I've been recording." And he's like, "Oh, well, I have a band. Like, can we record there?" And it turned out the guy had like a makeshift studio, and he asked Art if he had equipment because to make his studio better. And he's like, "Yeah, I got equipment. Like, I'll trade you essentially $400 in equipment for 40 hours of studio time." And that's how the first record was recorded, basically on his own equipment for free. I thought that was kind of cool. That was cool. I thought that was kind of a cool story. But this was intended as a demo, and it was kind of just for Art to see if he was even worth being in a band, and if it was worth even exploring his songwriting. This is not a record. It's nothing else than just, let me see if I can even do this before I even put effort into this. No effort was put into this. So this is not a very good record. If you take aside the poor quality, right, the lo-fi sound, it's still not a good record, because this is not what Art is. This is not what Everclear is. Everclear is their second and third record.
All right, so yeah, this is also my number 3. I get it. It's a very raw sounding record. Like you mentioned, they recorded in this dude's basement, and they were using shitty ass equipment to the point where the amp he was using was all fucked. The tube amp he was using was all fucked up, and it was like giving this constant squeal and hiss. But they ended up just keeping it on the record because what do they care? And I guess it would overheat constantly, so then they would have to stop recording, put like ice packs on the amp and everything, wait for it to cool down, start it back up, and then record some more. Which is kind of it's a cool story, you know. Adds to the lore of the band a little bit. But yeah, I agree with you. It's fun for one listen, but really Everclear is their second and third record, absolutely. But there's a lot of like, damn dude, he was really trying to sound like Kurt Cobain.
Oh, he wasn't.
On this record, definitely. This record, definitely was. He definitely was. I mean, but it makes sense, you know. All that whole scene was just blowing up at the time, so I get it. I totally get it. But I don't know why you hate this record. I have no banger, but it's cute. It's solid.
It's cute. It's because it's sometimes we'll do a record by a band and their first record, their demo or whatever is supposed to be a demo, but it's good, right? Like Jimmy Eat World, their first one is fucking pretty goddamn good. Say Anything is pretty damn good. Buddha, pretty good. Not as good as Jesse now, but yeah, flipped. But it's still pretty good. This is not the band. This is
there's a lot of screaming too on this record. On this first record, he screams a lot, way more than he ever does.
In that same interview, he said that they recorded this one on an 8-track, and they tracked 4 tracks on drums, and then guitar, 1 bass, 1 vocal. And that last one is when they did just like weird, maybe like a lead guitar or like vocal effects. And he said he hated it because he really wanted to do more vocal harms, which is what they got into later on. And
yeah, a lot.
That's the good stuff there.
A lot more. So, what's your number 2?
These are pretty close. These are pretty close. I think Sparkle and Fade's my number 2. This is like the perfect transition record from their first into their just straight up like sunshine power pop that they will make millions of dollars on. Mm-hmm. This one's super, super solid. They do the aggressive alt rock thing really, really well, but if we're comparing to like Afterglow, you get a little fatigued with it because the melodies just aren't as in the front. They're kind of buried sometimes, and like it's fun to do like alt rocky things and like it's cute, but that's not what Everclear really is. Like obviously Santa Monica is their best fucking song. That's like that's not even a fucking discussion. So if you take Santa Monica as their best song, which it is, and if you argue we're just going to exit this and we're done for the night, If you take Santa Monica as their best song, then what they do best is writing like sunshine pop songs, just in a more kind of like alt rocky tone. And that's not quite what this record is. I like this record. There's a lot of cool fucking songs on here, but it's just overall, it's not what truly represents Everclear, and it's not their. I should say it's not his best songwriting overall.
Okay, all right,
but it's good.
All right, so my number 2 is the album of the week. So much for the Afterglow.
Yeah, I figured that.
Okay, what do you got for number? Oh, your number 1 is So Much for That.
I mean, literally, I knew you would. Why don't you say that you like this one the most? We would have just done this one.
Honestly, it wasn't until today and until I switched the two of them. Until I did my final. I finalized my notes this morning, and when I did that, listening to this record with the headphones in and everything, or So Much for the Afterglow, I should say. When I did that, I just it's good. It's a great record. It is. But anyway,
I like pop
my number
music.
one,
I like punk music, and this one's punkier, and I like that so much. Go ahead.
My number 1 is Sparkle and Fade. I think he meshed the two worlds perfectly. The crazy raw sounding, fast Nirvana Bleach-esque style with pop rock, or what would you call it, sparkle rock or something like that? I don't know what you say.
We'll get into it more later. But make you and Skip look like fools. You know, look, there's no punk in this. This is just stupid pop music. Like wrong.
But no, I think this is just a great combination of both. It's the best of both worlds, and I feel like he did it the best because
it's not the best of both worlds. It's
the
best okay version of both worlds, though. No. If you take out Santa Monica, this record is no leaps and bounds not as good as Afterglow.
You're wrong. That's wrong.
What other song is as good? Get the fuck out of here.
Sparkle and Fade. Well, just wait till we get to the album of the week. But Sparkle and Fade from '95, is my number 1. Wild
Boys.
That's fine. I'm not going to get any more into it, but I guess we'll talk about it on the main episode because you're stupid. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars, tell all your friends, share all the posts if you're